Alright, this is section 1.5, translating words into mathematical symbols, part 1. Okay, so we have a couple new vocabulary words. Our first vocabulary word is translate. So this you may have heard of in a foreign language class, like translating a word from English to Spanish or Spanish to English. It's the same idea in math. Okay, so to translate means to change from one form to another. And we have two different things that we can translate in math. We can either translate a phrase or we can translate a sentence. A phrase is going to translate to an expression. Remember that word from earlier? Remember, an expression has neither an equal sign nor an inequality symbol. Okay, an expression is just letters and numbers and operations. No equal sign, no inequality. A sentence, on the other hand, translates either to an equation or an inequality. Remember, our equation is the equal sign. Remember, inequality is less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Okay, so a sentence is going to have an equal sign or an inequality sign, whereas a phrase does not. Alright, so let's try some translating. So in order to do this, we need to know a couple things. Okay? We need to know what these words mean. So for number 1, I have a number plus 9. So the first thing I'm going to ask myself is, do I know what that number is? And in this case, I don't. So we're going to give it a variable. Does it matter what variable? No. Most times they're going to tell you. Use x to represent the number, or use n to represent the number. Okay? Here it doesn't say anything, so we're just going to stick with x. Okay? So the number. Do I know the number? No, we're going to call it x. Okay, what does the word plus mean? All it means to add. And I know what 9 is. 9. So the phrase, a number plus 9, translates to x plus 9. Okay, I go through each section of the phrase and I see what it's asking for. Okay? The sum of 12 and a number. So the question is, do I know what the number is? No. So we're going to use x. Okay, what does sum mean? Sum means to add. So we're going to add. Okay, and we know 12. Okay, I can't put this or the addition sign on the outside. So I'm going to write 12 plus x. The sum of 12 and a number is 12 plus x. All right, number 3. A number, which I don't know, so we're going to call that x, increased by. Increase means to make bigger. So we're going to be adding here 2. So a number increased by 2 is x plus 2. Number 4. 19 more than a number. So I know 19. More than means I'm going to be making bigger, so I'm going to add then a number, x, because I don't know what that number is. So 19 more than a number is 19 plus x. Okay? Those are some things that mean addition. Okay? Some things that mean addition, plus some increased by, more than. Okay? Our next section says a number decreased by 17. So same idea. I don't know what the number is. X. Decrease by means to get smaller. So that means minus 17. So a number decreased by 17 is x minus 17. Okay. Number 6, the difference. Difference again means subtract between 12 and a number x, because I don't know what it is. So again, like number 2, I can't keep the subtraction sign on the outside, so I'm going to write 12 minus x. Okay. Number 7, 13 minus a number. So 13 minus means to subtract. A number, I don't know what it is. is x. So 13 minus x means 13 minus a number. Okay, continuing. 8. 1 less than means to make smaller, so it's minus a number. I don't know what it is, so I'm going to call it x. Okay, be careful, and I'm going to star this one. Okay, number 8 is backwards. Okay, so if I was going to take, let's say, 1 less than 5. We know that 1 less than 5 is 4. Okay, we know that 1 less than 5, we know that to be 4. And how would I figure that out? Well, I would take 5 minus, not 5 minus 4. I would take 5 minus 1 to give me 4. Okay? So be careful. When you see the word less than, it does mean subtraction, but it means backwards. So I'm not going to do 1 minus x. I'm going to do x minus 1. Okay? So be careful with that one. But here are some things that mean minus. Decrease by, difference, minus, and less than. Okay, just be careful with less than, that we switch it, it's backwards from what it looks like written out. Alright, at this point, you are going to stop and do section 1.5, checkpoints 1 and 2. So make sure you do the checkpoints 1 and 2 for section 1.5.